Hi there, and welcome to Andy Robinson RC, and cheers for checking out the channel today and looking at this episode. Right, so you've seen the unboxing, or I hope you have. If you've not, then I'll go and put that link to that video in the description. But here it is, the 2023 Tamiya TT02BR, which is the racing, or the new high-spec TT02 buggy kit that Tamiya have just released. Filled with all the goodies. Now, if you saw some of the other videos I also did a bit of a sneak peek of what this would look like, what the body shell would look like. Well, here it is, as you can see it, and it's in that very sort of famous Group C Le Mans car livery of the Mazda 787B. So I can't take credit for this body shell at all. I basically bought two cars together. One because I needed a grasshopper, and the chap was selling this as well. I saw the body straight away and I thought that'll be perfect. I've got a project for that. I thought this will go on the BR that I placed an order for. So here it is, and I must admit I think that looks really good. Let me know what you think of it. I'm really pleased with how it looks. Okay, so again, if you didn't catch the video on the unboxing of this, I say go check that out. I'll go through all the features of this buggy and what's different compared to the last high-spec version they did of this, which was the MS. So, I've just literally drove it around there just for a couple of seconds, and it does feel really nice. Feels a lot better than the MS. Now, it's got the XVO2 oil differentials in this, and they feel really nice. So definitely better than the gear differentials you got in the original kit, which were just normal ones, didn't have a gasket, you couldn't fill in with oil as such. So massive improvement there. They feel really nice, so that was good. Okay, as with the kit, you don't get any tyres with it because it's a racing kit. You choose your own. So I've opted for these Schumacher yellow compound Mezzo tyres, which, you know, they were making the buggy just go where I wanted it to go when I was driving it around then. You can see as well we've got the new carbon fibre shock towers, which on the MS version they were just FRP, and they are slightly different. You've got more adjustability on these ones, which is good as well. And of course you did get the all the swing drive shafts, the universal drive shafts all round, which is the bonus. Now, a big sticking point with me with this is it should have come with the alloy motor mount. You don't get that, and I think that should have been included really. So what we'll do is, as well, before we carry on driving it, we'll just whip the shell off a minute for you, and you can just see the insides a bit closer up, because you need to see them really. Very much. Right. So if I take that off there, yeah, grass in it already. Right, now you can sort of see what it looks like inside. Now, a lot of it doesn't look different to, when you glance at it, it doesn't look different to TT02B. But it's got the hard deck chassis, it's got the reinforced arms front and rear, and the reinforced diff covers. Okay, now another big thing that you sort of can tell is they've revised the alloy propeller shafts for the drive shaft. The drive shaft is exactly the same, apart from the white sort of C-clips you put on there to minimise. They're there to minimise wear. I've not really ever heard of them wearing anyway, but maybe I'm wrong. But so that's a new feature. The steering set have got proper bushes inside now, so the whole thing, you can't see them, but it's got proper bushings in now, metal sleeves, and it does make that steering a lot more precise and you know, smooth, which is good. You've still got the two-way rear uprights, alloy rear uprights. You got them on the MS as well, but it's good to see they're still in the kit. Excellent Tamiya quality dampers from the DF03. Oh look, I forgot to put my aerial tube up earlier. That was a silly thing to do, wasn't it? I'm driving it around with that. Oh dear. I'll tell you what was a pain in the arse with the build. I did have some help on the build with this because my arms weren't up to it. So big thanks to my mate Steve for coming and helping me with some of the build on this. With it being a glass fibre ABS chassis mix, you probably need to tap the threads first. I didn't have anything to tap the threads anyway, so for my arms it was a real struggle to do that, so Steve helped me with that as well, so massive thanks there. But with you get hex head screws on this kit, which is great, but with that hard chassis it was a real struggle to get some of the screws in, and they seem to be quite easy to round the heads on the screws in places, and I have done that, so I need to go and change a couple of screws out. It's not affecting it, drives absolutely fine, but I do need to change a couple. Having said that, if it had the alloy motor mount in, like I reckon it should have, the 2 screws at the bottom there that you can put that would have just gone in so easily because it's a machine thread on the alloy motor mount, so that would have fixed that problem. But besides all that, it's a nice bit of kit. As I said in the other video, it's expensive. Yes, it's Tamiya and it's an expensive kit, but if again you're starting from scratch and you bought all these optional parts separately, then you'll have been spending far more than buying the kit in one go. So anyway, let's put it down on the ground a bit more and let's get it going. Just let you know, I've got a reedy brushless system in there. I've actually pinched that out of my lad's car, and that was just I think it's a 3300 kV reedy brushless motor. Seems to be fine. For some reason it took me ages to rebind it and reset it up to my handset, but we got there in the end. And putting the radio gear in was a nightmare for some reason, for such an easy job. But there you go. Anyway, it's all sorted. Let's stop waffling about it. Let's put the body back on and let's give it a bit more of a blast. This is where it takes me forever to put the shell back on. It's funny actually, because on the way down to come and film this, I was having a wee paddy because it was starting to rain, and I thought, oh no, it's going to rain. It's going to rain and it's going to be ruined. Every time I come out here to do a video, it's either been raining or it is raining. Anyway, we're sorted. So, body on. There isn't a great deal of room for electric, so you've got to be careful of your wires. I put an extra couple of spots of Velcro on the side just to help keep that body shell down. Anyway, I've got a wet knee now. Fantastic. Right, let's give it a bit more of a blast. It's really smooth. Those diffs seem to be working really nice, but let's watch it go. I say, ideally, if you were going to hit the racetracks with it, you need a censored motor in there, but it's all right. This is all right at the moment. And with it being a small pinion, it's not doesn't seem to cog, which is good. But yeah, I mean, it's really smooth. So those racing tyres are, you know, really sort of pointing it where I want the vehicle to go. It's really nice. Sounds really nice and smooth. I think these oil diffs will be a lot more reliable than the previous gear diffs that it came with, because under hard braking I used to find that the gears would slip, and it doesn't do that at all when doing it this time, so massive improvement for me, that. But yeah, that is ace. I've not even glued my tyres onto this. I didn't want to, in case I had to take them off. But yeah, no, look at it. It looks really nice. I'm really pleased with that. So, I thought it'd be slower than this as well. It's not a massively powerful brushless system. I'm not running a LiPo, but it seems to be nippier than my last TT02B, and that had a 10 turn in it, and this seems quicker. Don't know why, but there you go. But yeah, lovely, absolutely lovely. And as always, I'll have fun cleaning it all out later. So, would I recommend one? Well, I'd say if you've got the money and you're looking to go and get a TT02B and you want all the goodies in one box, then yeah, it's worth getting. However, if you haven't got that sort of budget, you know, you could do it incrementally and buy the parts separately, but it will fundamentally cost you more in the end, but you can spread that cost out. So it depends what your budget's like. However, I'm driving this around now and I'm very pleased with it. I'm rather liking this. It's funny, I've got to have to stop in a minute though, because I need some of this battery to film another video. Anyway, there you go. That is the brand new 2022. What year am I in? 2023 Tamiya TT02BR. There's too many twos and God knows what going on. Anyway, so there it is. Now, I really hope you like watching that zip around. As I said, for a bit more in-depth going over the kit spec, do check out the other video if you've not seen it yet. But yeah, very pleased with that, and I'm now looking forward a bit more than I was to building up the TT02 type SRX, which is the touring equivalent of this. So yeah, but first, before I get that done, I've got to get that Tamiya hot shot blockheads done next. Anyway, there you go, there it is. Cheers for checking this video out, much appreciated as always. And again, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel and checking out our previous videos, and subscribe to check out all the new content that's coming out. Right, we're going, or I'm going, because I've got to go and film another video somewhere. So again, thanks a lot. Also, come find us on Andy Robinson RC on Instagram and Facebook as well. Right, see you later and take care. Bye.